It's a surreal world to play in and be a part of. I did those films many years ago, and still, if I go out in public, it's hard to not have some interaction with someone where they express what these films mean to them. I remember auditioning for the films with no sort of concept that like I could actually get the part. He cast me in the role, and it was a dream come true, you know? Every day, putting that costume on, you got the cloak and the lightsaber on the belt, you know, walking by a mirror and being like, you know, yeah, I'm a Jedi Knight. That's, you know, it was incredible. A big part of the thrill of coming back to this for me was the idea that I was going to get to do it with Ewan. He is someone I'm extremely fond of, and he had a big impact on me when we were making those films. I was young, I was 19 when we started, and very new to it, and he took me under his wing. We spent a lot of time together and had a lot of fun together. Getting to come back and do more with him was an opportunity that I think we were both very grateful for. This is a character that has come to define my life in so many ways, both professionally and personally. Coming back to it after all these years was very meaningful to me. Deborah just had so much insight. It was clear that she felt a great responsibility to this character, as I do, and so we just knew that we had to get this right. And that was kind of how we ended all of our conversations. But, you know, it was, we got to get this right. My first day on set was a really special day. I was Anakin from Episode 3 era. When I got to set, I was told that Ewan had already finished for the day and that they were trying to send him home, but he was insisting on staying to be there for my first shot back. And I was looking for him. I was like, where is he? And they were like, he's standing by the camera for your eye line. And they pointed off way in the distance, 200-300 feet away. And I was like, I can't really see him. And so I shouted to him. I was like, Obi-Wan! I saw a hand go up. And then I really, you know, felt his presence. It was a very emotional thing. Well, not just reuniting as these characters, but also as friends. It was like going back in time. It was so cool. We found our rhythm, and it was just kind of like old hat again. There's Ewan with his Jedi mullet, and I've got my little Padawan braid, and you know, it was Obi-Wan and Anakin again from the good old days. Coming back, what I was most excited by was the idea of exploring the character of Darth Vader at this point in the timeline. When we meet him in this series, he's struggling with his past in a way that he needs to reconcile. He needs to kill Obi-Wan to kill that part of himself and become the Sith that he knows he needs to be. That is what this pursuit is in this series. It's a very meditative process for me. Sometimes my mind wanders, mostly about the scene we're about to do. The difference between Anakin and Darth Vader. Is Anakin completely gone or not? He is fully Darth Vader. He's fully consumed by the dark side. But I like to believe that there's always a little bit of Anakin still in there. As it was explained to me by George Lucas, even when he becomes Darth Vader and even when he's fully immersed in the dark side, he is still the chosen one. Obi-Wan gets the upper hand in the fight and cracks Vader's mask. Sees his former apprentice one last time, tries to connect with Anakin and gets rejected. So it's a heartbreaking scene. It's been a great honor and a privilege to get to play this character. The gift that George Lucas gave me when he cast me in this role was profound. Coming back now to do more with this character, I've just felt a big responsibility to not only to George, but to all of these people that have contributed to making this character so great and iconic. Star Wars has this staying power. I think that's because we're able to learn about ourselves and the world around us through them. And we learn about good and evil and what it is to be a hero, giving yourself to something bigger than you. It's a mythology that has now allowed others to come in and build upon. It's exciting to see the saga continue.
I remember clearly the first time I saw Star Wars.
Hello there.
It's a surreal world to be a part of. Coming back to it after all these years was very meaningful to me. My first day on set, I shouted, "Obi-Wan!" I saw a hand go up.
I feel hugely fortunate to be able to do this, but also a big responsibility to trying to do it right.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is an iconic character. I don't think I'd imagined the scale of the series.
It blew my mind.
So many people have such an emotional relationship to the Star Wars galaxy. It's in everybody's life.